But first today, Windows XP is over 10 years old, but the sad fact is that many organisations are still using it. But with Microsoft ending support for the product soon and plans to launch Windows 8 later this year well underway, is now the perfect time for you to consider upgrading. Well, joining me now to help you decide is Rhys Evans, a National Practice Manager for Thomas Duryea Consulting. Rhys, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Let's just do a bit of a recap on where Windows has come from. So we had Windows 3.1, 95, 98, 2000, XP, and then Vista. And it seems that Vista wasn't particularly well received by the market, so many companies have stuck on XP and Windows 7 only recently coming out. Is that a fair assessment?
Definitely. Businesses saw Vista as something that they didn't have a need to move towards. It was cumbersome and it wasn't well received by the market. So Microsoft may have sold quite a few licenses, but they really didn't get that adoption in either small, medium or consumer spaces.
And that was really, in some senses, a big setback for Microsoft, because they seemed to have momentum with people upgrading very regularly, but when it got to that Vista perspective, the reviews were so bad, many companies just said, we're not going to take that chance.
Definitely they did, and there was a big struggle getting Vista inside the enterprises. There were problems with applications, there were big changes with the operating system, and it was a step Microsoft had to go to get to where we are with Windows 7 and further towards Windows 8, but again, it just wasn't well received or probably as thought out as they needed it to be.
Now let's talk about the market share of where Windows is, and we've got a bit of a chart for that as well, in terms of what the market share of Windows is today. You can see there it's actually declining a bit. Windows XP has about, I think it's 46% of the market, and Windows 7 about 36%, Vista 8%, and Mac there really with only about 8%. So looking at that chart, we can really see that Windows XP is still the dominant OS.
Definitely. A lot of businesses haven't thought about moving towards Windows 7 or Windows Vista. They haven't seen much of a need. There have been quite a few issues. Things like Internet Explorer has been a very big drawback for businesses. They're very stuck on IE6 and haven't moved to new versions. And they've been pretty happy with where they are. But moving towards things like the new Ultrabooks and the new style of working we have, Windows XP just won't support those types of environments.
And looking forward then for a business, Windows 8 rumoured to be coming out in October this year. We don't know the exact date. Should they be looking to upgrade?
At the moment, we're not sure. And the reason is there's a lot of stuff coming out from Microsoft. They're blogging quite regularly, they're giving out good updates, and we're expecting to see quite a big update coming out in the next few weeks. However, we're not sure what the end product will be, but it'll be a very big change to what you're used to seeing from Microsoft, that's for sure.
Now, we've got some vision of the new Microsoft UI on your screen there, and it seems to be really the user interface has changed dramatically. They're calling it tiles, and they've really borrowed from something Apple's done in terms of UI design. Is there anything else in Windows 8 that is a really compelling feature for business to want to upgrade?
So what Microsoft are pushing really hard is a unified experience across the workstation, tablets, phones and even entertainment devices. So along with tiles, the look and feel is called Metro, which is their new look, and they're really aiming this towards a new way of working as opposed to your regular traditional desktop and start menu. It's also rumoured that our little start menu button will be leaving in the next release, so you'll be looking at this from day to day on your PC.
And Rhys, if you're a small to medium business, what are the kinds of factors that you need to consider if you're thinking about upgrading?
Key things are really, will your applications work on Windows 8 or Windows 7? So most small businesses may be running an older version of MyOb or finance applications. They haven't upgraded in a while. That's going to be the challenging component to get them across to Windows 8, and also the hardware is going to be a big factor. So we're waiting for Microsoft to release new design factors. They're going to be having new ARM-based tablets coming out as well, and things will be changing quite rapidly.
Can I challenge you on that? Because a lot of people say that cloud could be the death of Microsoft, given that we'll access so much of our applications through internet browsers. But is that potentially a blessing in disguise? Because if you are accessing that software through your browser, does it remove some of those compatibility issues that you talked about?
It does to a degree, and Microsoft are working very, very hard to make sure that their cloud products are the ones that you get and receive. So much like Apple's approach to delivering iCloud, Microsoft are working on their own services such as SkyDrive, Office 365, and rumour has it at the moment when you buy a Microsoft tablet, it will come with Office and other cloud-based software features to lock you into that ecosystem moving forward.
Okay, so your advice is wait and see for the time being.
Move towards Windows 7, wait for Windows 8.
Okay, Rhys, thanks a lot for your time today.
Thank you.